Hey everybody, Rock Farmer here and welcome back to TerraTech. Today we are, as the thumbnail, hopefully, I haven't gotten to that point in the game yet, but I am expecting that my thumbnail will show a really cool harvester that I'm currently in the process of gathering all the resources for. So I'm out here and I actually need wood. If you could believe that. I need to craft a specific block that I need to work on my harvester. I've been working in the R&D for a couple of days, tried out a lot of different things, and I think I really like this wrecking ball concept that I'm hopefully gonna put in game here shortly. But I don't have that much money. So what I'm doing is I'm crafting. In the R&D, I went in and I removed all the blocks from the tech that was really expensive, so it's just kind of like a bare bone tech. And the things that are expensive are the gyroscopes, and the 5-way steering horns. So I have, before I started recording, I was gathering a lot of materials for the gyroscopes, and now I'm gonna go ahead and just craft a few of the 5-way steering horns. Yep, I realized this base is not wide enough for this tech. I've done a couple of changes on the tower here as well. One of the things that I realized was that I needed to make this loop complete, because when I was crafting the big one blocks, there was so many unrefined resources in here that the refined resources couldn't come out and it would just get stuck. But if you put a loop like this in there, then everything will keep moving around, and eventually everything will get refined and put into the what are they called? Fabricators. Thank you very much, Brain. So I've programmed this thing here now because I need to do the 5-way steering horns, and they are in the light blocks on the Venture, and they take wood, they take elastic brick and celestian crystal. We will craft a bunch of these. I also realized that it's a lot easier to have the same fabricator up there. It's just quicker. So that will clear out over time. I'll take this little thing here. I made one little change to it, and I'm actually really enjoying it right now. I just put this extra fan up on top, and it just makes it so much more viable. So let's see, I needed oleite and I needed celestite. So we got some celestite here. And obviously, because I'm on camera, I don't fly as well as I normally do. And get stuck. And those crystals are not despawning. That wasn't a lot. Okay, let's get these down here. Are you broken as well? Yep. Good. Let's get these over here. I don't need a lot of these 5-way steering horns. So, and it only takes one of each of these. So it's probably going to be fine just to take whatever is in the vicinity. It's the oleite I don't really know where it is. So I'll have to go find that. Well, that's good. And let's get... Oh. Can't leave anything lying around. Okay, let's get this stuff dropped off. And there we go. Oleite, okay. So we're looking for bricks that are red. see some over there. Hopefully not too close to those guys. We'll see. Oops. Come on. Come on. You can do it. And I got some wood there too, because I need that. That's okay. Let's bring this back. I actually think that this is probably enough to create the ones that I need. And drop that off. Oops. And yeah. Yeah, there's a little bit of banging and shoving. And as you can see, the resources have a tendency to fall down here as well. That's why I put down these receivers down here to basically pick up any resources that were dropped, except that one. Because they will just go in and feed up on the side here and go into the regular loop. So it's all fine there. Well, let's take this guy here. I actually don't think I need this anymore. Let's put you here and then go. And they keep popping out over here. The 5-way steering horns or 5-way steering controls are just being fabricated methodically. I guess we get 3 or 4 more until it runs out of the celestite. And then we're all good. Or maybe it runs out of wood first, we'll see. But I have about 100,000 big bucks right now, and I think I need about 80,000 to bring the stuff in that I want to bring in. I am going to do it out here just because I think they're a little bit too large and I kind of want to control where they come in. There, Wrecking Ball, the Flyer Cheap. This is the one without all the... What? What do you mean? Oh, okay. Scared me there for a second. There we go. So this is just a bare bone tech, and I have to fill everything up here with some gyros, and I gotta put all the different steering horns up here, and then we'll be good to go. So this is the first tech, the Wrecking Ball Cheap. There we go, and I'm now broke again, but this thing is gonna make me some money, I think. There we go. Obviously, I'm gonna have to fill these up with gyroscopes and with some 5-way steering modules, and then we can take this out for a run. It looks like the sun is going down, and I don't think it looks good on video when it's really dark. So I'm gonna stop recording here while I fill all this up, and I'll see you back here in the morning when it's time for the first maiden run. Alright, it's about to be morning, and I put as many gyros on it as I could, and hopefully it's about right. I can't remember exactly how many there were in the R&D version, but this should be close enough. So this thing looks funky because it basically needs to straddle this thing over here. This is a dual tech, so it will have 2 units. It will have the Wrecking Ball itself, which is this thing here on the ground, and then it will have the steering of the wheelhouse, which is the one I'm controlling right now. I'm kind of stuck here. There we go. So it's actually not too bad. In here is where the pivot is, and there is one block you can just remove. And then you can sort of just drive in here. And you put the block back. And then you tilt around so that the two handlebars will fit sort of snugly down here on those two. Now the first thing I'm gonna need to check is that it's actually balanced okay. Like the balance on the flyer is actually fine. The reason why I have so many gyros on it is to keep it stable, because this thing is gonna be bumping around a lot. And you want to make sure that, you know, if the wrecking ball down there gets snugged up on something or snagged, and you don't want it to force the tech around. I can tell right now I'm a little bit low on lift. I think if I have too much going on with this thing, then I don't think I'll be able to lift it, so I do need to add a fan. I think I might have put a couple extra blocks on it, but the easy thing to land this is just kind of, you fit there, you know, and this thing doesn't roll around because there's no wheels on the wrecking ball down here. It's just a bunch of drills. So let's see, couple of fans, maybe just, let's see, we're gonna have to take from over here because I'm out of fans, I think. So I want to put them in line where it lifts so I don't have to work too much for it, or that I don't upset the balance. So now I'm just creating extra lift here like that, and now it should be fine. Oops. So right now it's not stuck correctly. It's not, but it will fall down there eventually. And then we're ready to go. And mine some resources. This is really interesting because it works really well in R&D, where all the resources are just kind of gathered in a big clump. But we'll see how it works in the game. So you just kind of move around and pick up stuff. Of course, there's a little less resources overall here. So let's see. We should be able to just kind of plow through the trees here. And go up here and get these rocks. And the thing is, I don't have to be too sensitive and too afraid of losing altitude, because, I mean, this thing will just stand on the ground. Oh, I need to put a radar on it. I haven't thought of that. It's another thing from an R&D problem. I just kind of go in and drag it over, and see, when it does that and it tilts like that, that's when I need the gyros to keep it stable up in the air. Because if this thing really tilts over, it's going to be kind of a pain in the butt to get it back up again properly. Yeah. This is awesome. I'm so happy. This is good stuff. So I made a few changes here. I've been running around with it for a while, and as you can see, I'm making good money. But I just want to go over a couple of things that I've changed immediately. First of all, on this on the wrecking ball tech here, you know, I realized, well, I watched one of Tencent's videos, another YouTuber, and he used the Geocorp tractor pads instead of the GSO, and lo and behold, they can actually carry 8 resources instead of 5 per stack. So that's more efficient. I also added these Hawkeye things here just for looks. I think that looks pretty cool. I'm considering changing all the outside to Hawkeye as well, just for the color scheme, but for right now, the weight seems to be doing pretty good. On my tech over here, I did put a radar on it, and I actually removed some gyros and added one more fan just to get a little more lift. I removed the gyros because when I'm trying to fly forward, and I do that just by pressing forward, the gyros are fighting the tilt so much that, you know, you see I keep flying up, I can't tilt it far enough forward to actually get the maximum speed out of it. Obviously right now it's exaggerated because it's not carrying the wrecking ball there. But I think that that helped me a little bit. And I removed a couple of the gyros just to get it a little more maneuverable. And that also seems to make a difference. But everything is sort of the flavor of the day or the hour. Because, you know, sometimes I feel like I'm into the flying, and sometimes it's like it's not really working so well. So it's kind of weird how that is. So get in there. Get in there. There we go. Oh yeah, I've also these two front controllers here. Let me close it in here first. These two front controllers, I've moved them up. They were down there and I moved them up here, and I haven't tried that yet. But I did that because they got stuck on trees on a couple of occasions. But for now though, I think it's time to go and make some real money. So I'll run a little time lapse here, and yeah, you can all see how this is going to work. Oh, wait, one more thing. I need to put some lights on it. All right, let's go. Well, I think this is working really well. There's a couple of things that I want to change. I think that one fan I put in the back might not have worked too well. I did feel like it was getting a little too oh, see, good. Oh yeah, perfect. There's another mini game in the game. Tossing fans. Yeah, it was a little like when this whole tech is sort of landing and mashing around in between the rocks. The less button mashing you have to do, the better it is. But obviously, you are gonna have to sort of push it and release it, the button a couple of times. But I think that one fan made it a little too aggressive, so the movement was a little too erratic, and it would make the whole wrecking ball spin around a lot. And I think it might be better to have this just a tad slower, but actually a little more maneuverable. But yeah, I'm making good money. I would say that this is working really well, and I'm very happy for that because, in all honesty, I'm tired of looking at all the same enemies all around my base, and I really want to have my flyer back, and I need to get a little more money for him. But as you can see, this took me maybe it was like 1 day and night cycle, and I made 30,000 big bucks just mining. So I would say that's pretty good. I'm happy with it. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode for now. I'm going to keep doing this off camera for a while because this is very much fun. And then I'll see you next time when I have my combat flyer. My name has been Rock Farmer. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. Bye.